Hello and welcome to our channel. We are
Lizzie
and Melanie, and today we're going to talk about menopause.
Menopause.
Yes, Lizzie and I are both post-menopause, so for those of you who are peri or in menopause, know something, okay? Know something.
Well, it gets better. I mean, it's not. See, I'm struggling with this whole thing, even how we were going to present this, because yes, it gets better. I think what I want most to be able to say, because we're going to do lots of menopause videos, but like the sleeplessness, the memory loss, the
Hot flashes.
Yeah. Still.
Anything that you want to hear.
We'll talk about it. But it's different for every single person. So it's really hard to say this general thing. And I don't know exactly how to get that across.
Right. We don't want to be like, oh, it's all great and wonderful.
Maybe like a little flowery book saying, this is a wonderful time of your life.
Yes.
Because a lot of it is tough, but it's not, none of it's permanent. This too shall pass. Like every single thing in our lives, this too shall pass.
Absolutely. And compared to peri and menopause, this is great. This is really great. And there are so many positives. I think personally, and this is just me personally, this is one of the best times of my life. I really do.
I agree. Yeah. I'm liking where I am. I love that my kids are grown. And we were older parents, as we mentioned before, so we don't have grandkids yet. Thank goodness.
They're too young.
They're too young. We're not too young, but they're too young.
Yeah.
So we're not quite there yet, but I do. I love this. I love I love watching my kids become adults. I love not worrying about so many things. There are lots of good things. But also, like for you struggled during perimenopause in a way that I didn't.
Yes.
And my mother, she was on hormones and she just breezed through it. She doesn't even see it.
Yeah.
Just like, what would you do with more than one video on menopause? But everyone is so unique, and I think that's the piece that I really want to get out there. That first of all, it's not the worst thing in the world. There's lots of worse things that you go through, but they always pass. And in hindsight, they're not so bad, or they were, but you figured out that you get through it because we get through things.
Right, exactly. I mean, parts of it were really hard for me, but I didn't find any of it undoable. I was fine with where I was at and how I felt, because I do think that I just thought, well, this is happening. This is natural, so I'm going to go through it. And so I did, and now I'm on the other side of it, and I'm pretty darn happy.
Yeah, I agree. I think that being on the other side is great. But I didn't find the journey, if you will, to be all that complicated. But I do remember that when I kind of forgot when we were first talking, but at one point when I was still living in Tampa, and so this was mid-40s, I was having some moody times. And I didn't know what to do, and just by good fortune, I ran into one of my midwives at the grocery store. And I remember that midwives aren't just for childbirth, that they're for like the whole span of your lifetime.
Right.
So I made an appointment to go see the midwives to talk about these emotional feelings I was feeling. And it was just my luck, or not great luck, that my midwife had just started taking hormones. And so she's like, oh my gosh, you need hormones. No matter what, you need hormones. So I said, it's interesting because you're telling me that I need hormones, but it sounds just like people that just started maybe taking Prozac. How do you know it's not depression versus hormonal swings? And she said, no, you don't. You just try one. And so I was uncomfortable, and I took the prescription home with me because she prescribed hormones for me because they were the greatest thing she'd ever experienced. I put it as a bookmark, and maybe 2 days later, that big study came out giving some caution where there hadn't been before. Right. And so I never did that. And I don't remember it bothered me so much afterwards either. So that's the only time I kind of remember having any of that.
Right.
So it wasn't that big.
Right. I, on the other hand, went through a good bit. I also think that part of it is what you're going through in your life.
Yes.
At the time that you...
As anything.
And I had just gone through a great deal. There were so many difficult times going on anyway that I think it informed what I was going through.
100%.
Oh, yes.
That's definitely part of it.
And I never thought about taking hormones, I think, because that study had just come out.
That's exactly right.
And so I never took them. And yeah, there were times it was rough, but there were other times where it wasn't, and so it was sort of an ebb and flow, and it never got so bad that I decided to go on hormones. But if anybody needs to, more power to
anything.
you.
Well, just
we're not here to judge. We are not here to judge.
You do what you work for, between you and your medical provider, and you think is best for you, and what your research shows is what you do.
So what are some of the positives about postmenopause? Lizzie, what do you think?
I got nothing. No, that's not true. Because there are. Because I don't care what people think as much. I'm not as self-conscious.
Nope.
I don't worry about my children. I don't worry as much. Well, it's not quite true. I have a lot of anxiety, but it's different. And I do feel like the positive, periods.
Oh, yeah. Another huge example about not caring. A few years ago, if somebody had told me that I would be on YouTube doing this, talking without, oh my God, my hair isn't right, my weight isn't right, blah, 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 blah. Now, I don't give a.
We're here.
We're here. We have things to say. We love doing this, so we're doing it. And to me, that is one of the best things of all about this. I will tell people what I think, whereas before I would have been polite. And I'm not rude, I'm not nasty, but I have an opinion. I think I'm sure. Am I sure, Lizzie?
Nice. She's really nice.
But I do think that it's so nice to have an opinion now and to be willing to speak. Whereas in my earlier days, I would have hesitated. And it feels really good to just say what you mean. And in a nice way.
What you say.
And
yes.
mean what you say.
Being able to do that. I agree. I totally agree with that.
Exactly. The mood swings are gone. Oh, thank goodness.
The mood swings are gone.
Yes, the mood swings were awful for me. They were really, really hard. And now they're completely gone, and I love it so much. I absolutely love it. Please, guys, subscribe.
When you push the subscribe button, which is red, it will turn gray, and a little teeny bell will show up. That's a notification bell. And if you want to get emails every time we put out a video, push the bell. If you don't, that's cool.
Yes, please like us. Give us a little thumbs up.
Thumbs up. We're big about thumbs up.
Yes, we'd really appreciate it. And like we said, comment. Let us know what you want to see. And we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.